Welcome back to Community Conversations. I am Miss Community Clovia, and my special guests are joining me on the show, Andy Baino, a transportation engineer, program manager with the City of Richmond and Public Works. And we also have Major Armstead. I said Ronstadt. I'm thinking about Linda Ronstadt. We have Major Armstead joining us on the show. Welcome back to the show. We've been talking about Vision Zero.
Yes.
We were talking about before, we want people to simply slow down and take it easy. Now, we heard from Andy, and we're going to come back and talk to him. But your perspective of being out there.
Well, from a law enforcement perspective of being out there, we see it all. We see it from vehicles, speeding vehicles, pedestrians walking in the walkways, not crossing at the crosswalk, but crossing in the middle of the street. Bicyclists recklessly riding up and down the roads. You know, people understand, if you're on the highway, even as a bicyclist, you have to follow the same rules as a motor vehicle. You just can't say, well, let me just run through this red light. You got to follow those same exact rules because now you're on the highway. So you got to abide by highway laws and street laws.
Does that include those dirt bikes that
include the dirt bikes, the ATVs, all those things. So to help, I guess, to enforce that, because that's our piece of Vision Zero, is enforce the plan that Andy talked about. So we got things such as speed enforcement cameras located in 26. We got 26 speed enforcement cameras located at various schools. I mean, you see the signs. Big gray boxes, and these signs says slow down, and they mean it. We mean it, because these cameras will pick up your license plates going and coming. You know, send that ticket to you. You'll get that ticket in the mail. You know, you expected to pay that ticket in the mail. You know, so you're like, wow, I was going through the zone. But you got to realize you're going through a school zone, where kids play. Kids, their attention span is like of a gnat sometimes. They're going to dart in front of a street, or a little one might pull away from their mother or their father and go in the middle of the street. But if you're going slow enough, you have enough time to react to a kid that dots in the middle of a street, to stop, so instead of hitting them, because instead of going 25 miles per hour, you're going 45 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour, not paying attention.
In a school zone?
Yes, we have it. We have people that go that fast in school zones. Yes, they do. They just treat it just like a highway, like they're on 95 or 64. So we have people that go that fast in school. So we have to do things to slow individuals down, slow these vehicles down. Bus cameras, the cameras on the side of the buses. When that stop sign comes out from the side of that driver's side of that bus, and those two red lights get to flashing, I've
seen people blown through
Some people
those.
will go right around it. They will go right around it, but they don't realize it goes yellow first. I mean, slow down, because this bus is about to stop. Then it turns red. Then their stop sign flips out. Some people are like, well,
Some
I'm
people
just
are
going to go
thinking
around
the
it.
kids are not off the bus yet.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
not
gonna go
me, though.
around
I'm
it.
just saying
Okay.
what people
All
have
right,
done.
I hear you. Some people go around it, but they don't realize there's a camera there that captures you going around that bus. So now you have another ticket. That's a very expensive ticket too. Now you have another ticket that you have to deal with. So all this is part of the deal, part of the plan to slow people down. Just to give you an example.
Please do.
2022, fatality-wise, we had 28 fatalities, and that's including vehicles, pedestrians, motorcycles, bicycles, trains, ATVs, buses, and other vehicle modes of transportation. 2023, 25. 2024, 17. Now, at year to date, 4. So we're actually trending down. So maybe the plan is working. The plan may be working, because part of Vision Zero, 2030, is to have 0 fatalities. That's part of the plan. That's the plan. 2030 to have 0 fatalities. These fatalities are starting to trend down now. So hopefully our enforcement, along with DPW, along with their plans, the technology that we're putting in place, will trend back on a lot of fatalities. We got officers that run radars on on our high injury network streets, where you have a lot of injuries, a lot of speeding. So we got officers that run radar on those particular areas, in those particular areas, to help slow these speeders down. And these officers that do that, they will give any and everyone a ticket. And, any and everyone to include the chief of police. So they get everyone a ticket.
Whoa. Chief Edwards got a ticket.
Yes, I mean he was speeding recklessly down one of our highways, and one of our officers stopped him. The officer walked up to the car and, didn't realize who he was, and like, oh my goodness, it's the chief. But, being the honest guy he is, and being the type of person he is, not just the chief, but the type of person he is. He took responsibility and accountability for that. Mm-hmm. So we enforce. So that goes to show that we enforce. Our officers enforce speeding. Mm-hmm. Their job is to stop speeders. And you're in a city. You're in an urban environment. Where are you going to go that fast?
I don't understand that.
People don't realize we got stop signs and traffic lights.
When some of the officers have pulled over these people for speeding, what were their excuses? Did they know why were you speeding?
Some of them would say anything from, I'm in a hurry to get, I got an emergency, I got to get here real fast, or I just didn't realize I was just going that fast. That's the biggest one. I just didn't realize I was going that fast. Well, what were you doing that you didn't realize you were going 75 miles per hour in a 25 mile per zone?
Are you serious?
What were you doing? What were you doing? Were you looking at your phone? Like Andy said, looking at your phone, distracted driving, arguing with somebody on the phone. That's the biggest thing. These phones get people in trouble a lot because, as soon as it rings, you want to pick it up and look at it. And you want to pick it up in front of your face or down here where you got to tilt your head down. And once you're over looking at your phone, you're no longer looking at that road anymore. You're no longer on that road anymore. So now you don't realize that you're pushing that gas pedal a little harder.
Yeah.
You're pushing that gas pedal. And don't let it be a stressful phone call.
Oh, my God.
You really push on that gas pedal a little harder. So now you're going faster.
If there is an emergency, and thank you all for this wealth of information, and it is a family member or whatever, can you get an escort or what do you do? No,
you definitely can't get an escort. But here's the thing. If it is an emergency and you don't make it to that emergency, what good are you?
There it is. You said it.
Because the emergency has already happened. It's already happening, and either police, fire, or the ambulance authority are responding to that emergency. It depends on the type of emergency. Mm-hmm. So while you rushing to get there, say you have an accident, hit someone hit you. Mm-hmm. Now, guess what? You're not going to make it. Now you have become that emergency.
And you could have taken someone's life.
Absolutely. So just slow down, take your time, get there safely as possible, then deal with the emergency. Because whatever it is, it's already happening. It's already in process. Yeah. It's already going through. Someone else closer can deal with it until you get there.
That's why it's so important. And I share this with my listeners. I've been doing this for a long, long time. And I always say, allow yourself extra time to get to where you need to be.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. And I'm guilty of it sometimes too. I know I got to be somewhere at 8:30.
And I'm just going to start calling because I can see the forecast. I'm like, it was like, well, Chloe, it's 9 o'clock. You only have to be. I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to get there.
I do it too. I wait till the last minute. I know I got to be somewhere 8:30, and I know the place is like 40 minutes away.
Call
I'm like,
and let them know.
Make it, I guess.
Yes, but then you won't.
Yeah, but I know you're not gonna make it. So you call, hey, I'm not gonna make it, or you just get there when you get there.
Yeah.
I mean, you just arrive. As long as you arrive safely, that is the key. Arrive safely.
Arrive alive for 2025.
Absolutely. Let's arrive alive for life, period.
Dig it.
All right.
So we're going to take another break. This has been good information because Andy is going to come on back and we're going to talk about this campaign because we want to get everybody at Vision Zero. Stay close. This is Community Conversations.